Hi, my name is Walter. I'm a leader at A.B. Collins Elementary in Raleigh, North Carolina. Welcome to a school where everyone is empowered to be a leader.
You may pass by a school and think we're just an ordinary school.
But the moment you come inside, there's a whole new feeling.
We are a magnet school, and in 1999, we weren't attracting very many students. We had at that time around 350. And our superintendent said that we needed to reinvent ourselves. We went to our key stakeholders, our business leaders, parents, community leaders, and we said, what is it that you want for this community?
Our stakeholders, when creating this school, talked about having children and grandchildren that were A students mastering the SAT, and then were not successful in college because they didn't know how to work with students, they didn't know how to prioritize, they were only about the academics.
I knew at that moment that schools had to do things differently. That when we're only focused on the academic piece, and absolutely that is important, but there's so much more than that. Over the past 14 years, we have been very focused on three main areas: leadership, culture, and academics. And you almost have to work on all three of those at the same time.
The theme of our school is leadership. Our mission is to develop leaders one child at a time. Our mission keeps us focused on what's most important.
When we developed this model, we thought of Dr. Covey's 7 Habits.
Be proactive every day. Be proactive, stop and think.
The 7 habits are absolutely essential to a student's success, not only here at Combs, but throughout the rest of their schooling in middle school, high school, college, but also in the working world. They learn to be creative problem solvers, and they learn how to be leaders out in the community.
The 7 Habits at our school is not a one-time lesson. It is part of everything we do.
I can take any book off of my classroom library shelf and analyze and discuss the 7 habits with the students.
The 7 habits are not all we do to learn leadership skills.
One of the things they really have been stressing are kids to be leaders in the classroom, to do public speaking, to get up in front of their class and to speak. And so our son Walter, kind of have watched him practice speeches since he's been in kindergarten. He has gotten up and he has stood in front of 40, 50 adults and was able to make a speech.
Some of you may be wondering why I have a peer instead of an adult.
Every outstanding leader knows the social etiquette of greeting. And for different cultures, that's something different, but here the standard is to shake hands firmly and to have great eye contact.
I think it's amazing when you walk into Combs, it just feels different.
Just the physical culture of this school. It's colorful, it's vibrant. Not only that, but the emotional culture of this school. We're supportive of each other.
As soon as you walk in, you feel welcome, you feel like you fit in.
I came to this school a couple years ago, about 2. I felt more confident in doing things. I felt more confident in my schoolwork, and all the support here made my grades go up.
At our school, you can be a leader in anything you want.
I am a leader in art. I'm a leader in music.
I'm a leader in helping others.
Some children may be leaders in sports. Some people may be leaders in literature. Some children may be leaders in science. But it's empowering the students to recognize their own individuality and giving them the option of sharing that growth with others.
Since we began the leadership theme, our discipline issues are down dramatically. So many times in the classroom, students handle disagreements on their own, and it's a wonderful thing to see.
It's a whole staff effort. We're collaborating, we're synergizing, we're working together for the better of all the students. It's not just my 21 students in my classroom, it's our students.
At the beginning of the year and at the beginning of each quarter, all the children set their personal goals and their academic goals, and we kind of talk about what would be a good goal for them. So they're not just pulling something out of the air, because I want it to be meaningful to them.
My personal goal is to get better at playing the piano. My academic goal is to do better in multiplication.
Part of our leadership notebook is really having students look at their data. And when they're looking at their data, they're able to see areas of academics and personal growth that they're excelling in, but then also areas that they may have some improvement that needs to be made.
And these are my scores that I've got on the quizzes.
I remember when I was in school, I had no idea my grades until I received my report card. But our students know where they're at in every area throughout the entire school year. What I really like about that is that it really gives the students ownership of their academic progress.
We are developing 21st century citizens. We're giving them a skill set, one that is based on leadership development that will take them through the rest of their lives. A child's worth should never be defined by a score on a piece of paper. There's so much more to a child than just that score. The goals of the 21st century learner are demanding that we look at children through a different lens, that we shift our paradigms, and that we start to teach in the world in which they now live, teaching them responsibility, teaching them ethics. We're not going to find that in a workbook. We're not going to find that in a textbook. We're going to find that in the day-to-day interactions that we have with children.